Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gameball. I'm your host, Matson Montilla, and today's great athlete stopping by today is a part of the Clemson men's basketball team. He's a reoccurring guest, second time on the show. And whether he's chasing down a block or stroking it from behind the arc, he's a tough player to play against. This past season, he made a great impression on Clemson fans and college basketball fans throughout the country, having top performance after top performance. Led the team in scoring against South Carolina, big rivalry game. Led Clemson to the Elite Eight for the first time in 44 years. We have a great player, Chauncey Wiggins. Chauncey, how you doing today?
Good, and you? How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. I appreciate you doing this. We got a lot to dive into. You know, this past season was incredible. A lot of stuff coming up this next season.
Yeah.
But I want to look back at this past year. And before we look at particular games, talk about your play style. You kind of transformed as a player, right? You played every game. You started half of them. What was the key to your success in getting on the court so early and often?
I would just say just trying to do everything because I know, like me being 6'10", me being 6'11", like I have all the tools that I need to do everything. So if that is scoring, rebounding, defending, making the next play, I was just trying to do everything out there on the court and help my team win. Yeah,
definitely. And something that I saw kind of transform. You're 6'10", right? And so it's not necessarily normal for someone that's 6'10" to shoot the ball well.
Yeah.
And I remember RJ once said, like, you're like an alien for doing that.
I remember that.
And my question about it is, I know in high school, like, you were at Grayson, you were probably like one of the guys on the team, so you're relied on to do everything. Now you can try to focus on the three range. How did that transform? Was that something you always had, and were you doing it at this high of a level?
I would say it started to when I transferred to Grayson. I would say that's when I try to do more of everything and not just be a shooter, because I've always been like a shooter my whole life. And then when I got here, when I was with RJ, Hunter, PJ, all of them, I knew that I had to work on something else to my game, if that is like defense or rebounding. So I would say that's when that came in.
Yeah, definitely. And again, this year was incredible because you shot the ball well freshman year, but you weren't shooting it you shot 83 threes this past year. You made like nearly 35-ish, 35%.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a high clip.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I just try to work on it every day because, shooting is just all about repetition. And I just try to, help my team win with those threes.
Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned having Hall around, having Shefflin. Like, they were kind of in the Godfrey. They were the bigger bodies in the paint. Yeah. So did you realize, like, in that moment, to stay in the court, you need to add a different element to your offensive style?
Yeah, I would say me going to my sophomore year, because my freshman year I was literally only around the three-point line. I wouldn't go inside. I don't know why. But as sophomore year came in, I put on more weight. Then I realized that I could bang with those guys, go and helping, and also Ian and RJ helped me in practice every day by going against them. So yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
And bringing up Ian, he's a guy that's been around you for years now, right? Yeah, you went to high school with him.
Yes.
So what's he like? And what's he like?
Ian Shefflin is a very goofy dude. Everybody knows that he has a Corvette, of course, but don't know why he still got that car, but we don't know. But he's a very goofy dude off the court, real easy to talk to, honestly. And I just love him as a teammate. We both know each other's play styles, and I'm glad I'm still playing with him now.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned the Corvette. I swear, everyone associates that with him.
Yeah, everybody knows.
That's why he's driving it, right? Everyone's like, that's Chef.
Yeah, everybody knows. Yeah,
it's goofy. Even like adults, bro. I'm like, why do you know what he's driving?
Literally,
everybody knows.
Everybody's like, oh, that's Ian with that loud green Corvette. I'm like, yep, that's him. And then sometimes I'm just driving behind him, and I just watch the people just take pictures of his car and just keep it moving.
That's funny. So this past year, Clemson got off to a hot start, and I want to say the big game that I know, Bama was a good one to start off the year, but the South Carolina one was first real home game that was electric.
Yeah.
And dude, I remember I got at the game and I remember looking behind, and there was a line of people even when game time was going on trying to get in. It was flooded. People were trying to break into the stadium. It was nuts.
Yeah.
But that game was started off a little slow for Clemson, then back and forth affair. What was the atmosphere like? What was that game like?
I remember that game was very electric. I just remember during warm-ups, I remember seeing the trophy. And for some reason, it brought back, like, you remember AAU, you playing for that championship trophy, like, you got to have that trophy. I was like, man, we need this. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it was a rough game in the first half, but I'm just glad we won that game. And that was, like, one of the most electric games I've ever been a part of in Clemson.
Yeah. And you were the reason why it was so electric, right? Led the team in scoring.
Yeah, that was a good day for me, good day for our team. Very glad we beat our rivals, and we're going to beat them again this year. So,
yeah, you heard it. So that was a coming out party for you, though, in terms of scoring and, like, getting the fan base going.
Yes.
Some timely threes.
Yes.
Could you feel the energy for yourself?
Yeah, I you know, when I'm bored in class, sometimes I do watch that game back and you know, see the good plays that I made and just, like, look at the crowd reaction and just how good of a day that was.
So you watch old highlights of yourself?
When I'm bored, I try not to, but I do just to see what I can improve on too sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What do you savor more, like watching the highlights of college games that you played well in, or high school playing for Grayson? I remember.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Grayson days.
Yeah.
Grayson days. Yeah. Those are some good days.
You played some good teams when you were at Grayson too.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, I remember we traveled to Texas, 7A basketball, toughest basketball there is in high school. Play Isaiah Coilier my senior year. We played some big names, and they were all some good games. Yeah.
You were at Grayson your junior year, right?
Yeah, I was. That's when
you played like Sandy Creek, right?
We did. Yeah.
And they had some dudes.
Yeah, they had Jabari.
Miles.
Jabari and Miles. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know, me and Miles went to the same high school in 9th and 10th grade.
Was that Pace?
No, Eastside.
Eastside, okay.
Yeah, we went to Eastside together.
Okay.
And he's at Indiana right now. He's doing good.
He's a dog. I remember watching him at, like, Wazoo, right? Because he was Washington State.
Yeah, Washington State.
Yeah. And dude was a bucket.
Oh yeah, he's a bucket.
He was a bucket, bro.
Yeah, he's a bucket. He's a smart player.
Yeah.
He's a bucket though.
Indiana's building something over there. They got some dudes.
Yeah, they do. Indiana has some dudes. Yeah, they do.
What was it like playing against that team though? Like having Miles, having Jabari, who's now in the league. Was that a pretty intense game?
Yeah, so funny. So Jabari and Miles played on the Celtics 17U, and I played on 16U.
Okay.
Celtics. So I would, like, you know, we would practice against each other all the time, and then we played each other in high school, and it was like kind of a, like, funny game because I didn't think we were gonna play him, and then we actually did. And we were talking on the court and all that, and you know, like, I was looking up to Jabari because we had the same build kind of, and now that he's in the league, I'm happy for him. But that game was I think that was our first test my junior year, and I want to say we did win that game.
Against Sandy Creek? I think you did.
Yeah,
you did.
Sure we did.
Yeah, that's nuts though. And then another team you played that had another great player was Kent, right? That was with Scoot. Played against Scoot.
Yeah. We played against Scoot.
That was junior year too, if I remember.
Yes,
right.
That was my junior year because we played at Pace that day. Yeah, and I remember having a good game because I remember the day before I had to talk with my mom and dad about it. It was just like, oh, you need to play better, this and that. You know how parents are and all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember the game was on YouTube, and then I remember looking back and I had this good dunk to put us up by like 2 or 4, and I just remember beating them that day, and that was a good game.
Yeah. Hey, when your parents speak to you, you gotta listen.
You gotta listen, man. Gotta listen.
Because they're your parents, and they're also hoopers.
Yeah.
I mean, they play college, right?
Yeah,
Missouri State and Wichita State.
I listen to them now, but like younger, I was like.
Everyone was like that though, you know. Like if you're 16, like I'm smarter than my parents, and now it's like, yo, I need help. Like
exactly, yes,
I hear you on that.
It is.
So looking at Clemson again this year, this season,
mm-hmm.
you know, what was there some extra motivation last year to get to where you were in March Madness because of how 2 years ago worked out in terms of you didn't make the tournament? Clemson got snubbed a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was most definitely our motivation going into my sophomore year, because my freshman year we felt like we could have been in there, because I remember we beat Pitt that year. We beat like 2 other teams
that made it. Yeah.
And we were just confused, and we were just all like wow, like we really didn't make the tournament. So I'll say that fueled us. And then also having PJ as a leader, big time leader, man, that was really helpful. And Chase Hunter and then Joe came in, Joe and Jack and all of them. That was a big time part too. So we used that as motivation. And then our season was very up and down. But then, you know, the run came for March Madness, and we're happy we did it.
Yeah, it was definitely an up and down year. Like hot start, and then ACC play happened.
Yeah,
kind of wishy washy.
Yeah, and then Boston College. ACC tournament. Everything turned out good.
Yeah. What was it like playing with Joe Girard?
Oh, it was amazing. He would just tell me like things for the future that I know I could always use. Also, like he's not a selfish player at all, and he's like a very, very, very smart guy. I would say he's one of the smartest guys I've ever played with.
You said he was a leader. Obviously, PJ was the same boat. Played with him longer. Played with him a couple of years.
Yeah.
But they're both playing pro basketball now, right? What was it like having their more mentorship then, and then are they still like talking to you and the team every once in a while, come back and visiting and talking to you about how to get to the next level and just be a better player?
Yeah, so their voice was always heard in practice, I would say, when I was here with them. It was never not a day we didn't hear their voice. And, we had some, like, as a team, you're going to have some tough conversation. And that's why I feel like helped us grow as, like, our chemistry grew a lot stronger. Tough conversations we had in the locker room with PJ and Joe, and that's what helped us. And then PJ actually came back, I think that was App State. He came back and he was just telling me, man, he was like, man, you chasing Ian, just gotta lead this team and make sure like you're always talking and everybody hears you, and just tell everybody where to be, because that's gonna help you too in the long run. So,
yeah, that's a good point too, being a leader, because Clemson's bringing in 7 new players, 4 transfers, 3 recruits.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And so not everyone's in terms of you're bringing all those news people in. You're a junior now. You're one of the people that have been here for, I guess, now 3 years.
Yeah.
Have you adapted that role as leader in any way?
I would say I have. I had conversations with a lot of people saying that, like, this is like your time to step up, be a leader. So, like, every day in practice, I just try to, lead, just tell everybody, like, where to go, what to do. If they need any help, I'm like, ask me. I know this, where to go on this, So, I just try to do it every day in practice, and then it will translate to the games when that comes.
So, the IQ to play basketball, everyone, once you get to each level, you get more and more knowledge to play.
Yeah.
And you have to be smart to play any sport,
sport,
I feel like. I played high school, and you still have to know how to play, play the right way.
Yeah.
But obviously, you're at a higher level, right? You're playing college basketball. So, for those who don't know, like, what is the IQ like, and how does that go into – does it come with every play, offensively, defensively? Do you read it a certain way? Because
so everybody just has everything is going to be different in basketball. So, like, this is a prime example. Like, coming off a ball screen, is the big going to be back? Is he going to be up? Is he going to be in between? And is he going to run out? Like, what is he going to do? So, if, like, by those 3 ways, you either got to beat the hedge, you either got to attack him, or you just got to pass it. You just got to know what to do, quick reaction. And then on defense, you just have to, like, be in the gap. Like, with me, I'm so tall, like, all I got to do is just be in this gap. I can stunt, get back to my man, and contain the ball. So, like, and I didn't realize how much, like, I thought I knew everything in high school, but when I got here, it was so much things that I did not know as a player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're playing at a faster pace, right?
Way faster pace. Everything is, like, that's why, like, I try to tell high school kids now when I go back to Grayson, I'm like, man, like just try at least to, like, move as fast as you can, because when you get to college, they're going to want you to do that, and then it's going to come eventually, like, faster.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've always heard stories. It's just, and you watch it play, but it's just, it moves, dude. It moves.
Yeah, we're moving out there, man. It's just like quick reaction. You just got to be alert.
Yeah. With college basketball, would you say, we'll say offensively, is it more set plays, or is it more kind of, I don't know, I say freestyling, where it's just take what the defense gives you?
So I feel like it all depends. No. It's always a set play, but then anytime, I mean, your defender gives you anything, you just take advantage of that. Like, if we have to swing the ball to the left side, but then I feel like my defender is already about to jump over there, I'm just going to go attack the basket. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just all, like, knowledge and reaction, basically.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That makes sense, because it's I feel like NBA is almost there's not as many set plays.
Oh no, they just play out of those. I just feel like in NBA they play out of those set plays.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like.
Yeah. It's weird how basketball changes at every level. Because high school, there's some sets, but there's just not a lot.
Not a lot.
It's like you're on the most simple. Every team, you have like the same 10 plays.
Yeah, same 10 plays. Yeah.
It's so funny to me how that all works out.
Yeah.
Now, looking at PJ and Hunter now, they're at the Nuggets together.
Yeah.
I know they came back together when they visited.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it cool seeing guys that you played with in the league playing with now like Jokic and Russ and in summer league and everything?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I watched the Nuggets this past. I watched PJ and Hunter. I'm just like, man, like they're really out there, and then they're about to go play with Jokic and Jamal Murray. Like, I always think that's like crazy that I've like known those guys. But yeah, it's crazy.
Does that give you, not that you didn't believe in yourself, but give you motivation in terms of they were in my shoes too? Like they stayed at Clemson for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. They were big men. Now they're in the league. Does that give you some motivation?
Yeah, of course. I that's a lot of motivation knowing that, they were also here going into their third year, fourth year, and they're like in the NBA. Yeah, that's a lot of motivation though, knowing that I can also do that.
Yeah, definitely. So looking at March Madness, you mentioned the BC game. That was, I mean, we'll say what it was, kind of a disaster of a game.
It was, yeah.
Right? No one played well, but
yeah.
You want to get to the tournament, and you did.
Yeah.
How did the team flip their mindset in terms of you're coming off that bad game and not letting it affect you for the long run?
It was just something our coach told us, like, things in life happen, and that disaster game happened. Now we need to learn off of it, build off of it. The game is over, so let's watch film, see what we need to do better. March Madness came. I think. Right after the game, we whenever we got back to Clemson, we watched film, took some days to ourselves, and then got right back to it, played against each other, worked on what we need to work on, and then March Madness came, and then that's when we prepared for New Mexico.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you think, I don't know, this is crazy, do you think having that little extended break between helped the team, just in terms of a few days, like you said, to relax, be by yourself, not to play back all those ACC games?
I would say yes, because we did get our minds prepared. Like, everybody did get their minds prepared, because you got to have a strong mind to go into March Madness and win all these games and like be prepared. So I would say by him giving us like a day or two off whenever we did get that day off after we lost, it was very helpful, because we know we were about to go at it in practice. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. Getting into the tournament, it was. You were the 6th seed, but every game, Clemson was not favored in it, right?
Oh, no.
New Mexico State was like the biggest upset pick on the bracket.
I was like, wow, yeah.
Was that shocking? Was that motivation? Because I don't know. I thought that was pretty crazy.
I personally not try to look at this. Like, I remember going into that, like, I'm just trying to not scroll on Twitter and look at that, but like, your mind's going to see it, this and that. And I was just very shocked and surprised that people thought, we were going to lose in New Mexico. But people always will doubt you. So I don't really pay attention. I try not to pay attention to all the people out there, what they pick.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that. It was just it was surprising still, at least to me.
Yeah, it was to me when I saw it. Yeah. I remember my dad sent it to me, and I was just like, wow. And then I just, went out there, played and won.
And you shut that noise down right away.
All we did. Literally all we did.
Were there any nerves entering the tournament, though? Because it was the first one you've been a part of, first one really everyone on the team has truly been a part of.
I wouldn't say nerves. I would say we were very excited, though. Because I remember, like, that was my dream, getting into March Madness. And I just remember we played New Mexico and Memphis the day before, when we just had shoot around there. We were just doing some shooting drills. I'm like, man, we're like really here. And me and RJ was talking about it, like, we're like really here now. Let's go win this thing. We're not here just for like one day. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. When you found out that you officially got in, I'm assuming the team was together during that, right?
Oh yeah, we were very
selection
excited.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Was that? Do you feel? This sounds really weird. Like, you feel like a kid? Like, I feel like a kid again? Like
a little dream.
Yeah.
It was honestly a dream come true. I could replay it in my head right now. I remember I was actually sitting next to RJ on the end. I remember because we're like I don't know why we were nervous because we didn't know. For some reason, we thought we weren't going to get in, but like we knew we were going to get in. But we were just like, where are we going to be at? Like, are we going to play in New York, Memphis, or whatever? Yeah. But it was like a dream come true, I would say.
Yeah. And you went to Memphis. You got Memphis, and that you said obviously New Mexico State game, great performance, great mindset. And shoot around was kind of surreal for you, but was that whole weekend slate just new, just like fun and
bro. Everything was fun about it, man. Just like the meetings, of course, were like down to business because of business trip, but like the media in the locker room before and right after the game, and then getting rest, going to play Baylor. And then winning that game, it was the whole thing was just surreal.
Yeah, it was funny. Like the media is one thing. It was like the hype that teams get once they get to the tournament.
Oh yeah,
and then everyone want to talk to them.
Yes,
it goes through the roof.
Yes, it's like also too. What I realized was like all those like high teams. Like once your coaches put together a good like scout plan and all that. Like it was actually fun to play New Mexico and Baylor and all the other teams in Arizona. All them.
Yeah, was it cool having that? Almost that uncertainty of what's next, who's next, right?
I would say when we right because we just took one game at a time. So like right after we won, I would say Baylor. We were like, okay, who we about to play in like LA, and then we figured out it was Arizona. We like, okay, one game at a time, and keep it at that.
When you were at those sites, we'll just say Memphis to begin with.
Okay, yeah.
Were you able to like watch the other teams play, just like as a fan, or was it you play, you win, you go back and you just focus on the next game?
It was actually. Well, we watched it from our room because I remember. I think Nebraska was playing right after.
Oh, they had that shooter.
Yes, man. Yeah,
he is so good. Yeah, he was good. You ever see the skills show for college basketball?
Yeah, I heard he was in it.
And he hit a three. To win it and turn around, and the crowd went crazy.
I remember that.
It was nuts.
Yeah, but I remember seeing Nebraska in the hallway. I forgot who they were playing, but I'm pretty sure it was them. And I was wondering. I asked somebody. I was like, "Do you think we stay and watch this game?" He was like, "Nah, we got to get back." But we watched it from our TV. But it was like just a real moment, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Baylor, another game where they have some dudes, some athletes, a couple first rounders, right? They're really good, lengthy team, right?
Yeah, long team, yeah.
Clemson, pretty lengthy too. Playing Baylor though, right? What was the game plan entering that game?
I think just taking away their strengths. Jacoby Walter, first rounder, very good player, very good shooter. Yeah. We just had to take away his strengths because we know he can easily catch and shoot, real good shooter. And then their point guards trying to just make him take tough twos. And then also their bigs, they had some strong bigs on there. The other first rounder,
Missy.
Very athletic. We just had to make sure he wasn't getting no deep post catches, and then he likes the offensive rebound, so taking that away from him. And
yeah, definitely. And the game was again down to the wire.
Oh, that was Your
RJ put that on ice.
Yeah. Oh my God, big time free throw by RJ.
Yeah,
big time
right.
Free throw. Big time free. I remember I think it was me, Dylan, and PJ on the bench, and we were like, RJ, just make this free throw, man. Just make this free throw. He made it, man.
Yeah, who would have thought free throws would have been that like nerve wracking to watch?
Yeah. Oh, he told us, he was like, man, I was nervous. I was like, yeah, I expect it. I would be too.
Everybody was. People watching the team. I'm at Clemson, just the camp was just going crazy.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if you ever saw like videos of.
I saw one video, I think, of Triple T's. Everybody like standing on the seats and all that. I'm like, was it really that crazy here? And I remember, like, I still have people now telling us, like, man, you should have been here during March Madness. Like all the streets were filled up to watch. I'm like, for real?
It was crazy.
They're like, yeah, man. I'm like, dang. I wish I could have saw more videos, but I just heard it was very crazy here.
Yeah, it was. I remember, like, the New Mexico State game happened when spring break was kind of wrapping up. Yeah. So nobody was here.
Yeah.
And then Baylor, and then Arizona. Yeah. It was just packed out.
Yeah, I heard it was packed, like, every day. I'm like, wow.
I got asked about that. So everyone always associate Clemson with football in terms of how like good they were a number of years ago with T-Law, all their top dogs. basketball was, they had some good runs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like when the tournament was going on, everybody rallied around basketball that whole year. Was it cool kind of seeing, not the switch, like people still love all the sports, but really to get the whole fan base energized for basketball?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that cool?
Yeah. No, it was very exciting just seeing, like, like Barstool posting, like, it's game day for us, and, like, all the people that we have, like, Cliff Spam is whoever you are out there. We still need to figure out, but, like him.
Dude, that dude is crazy. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Insane. We're going to figure out who you are, Cliff Spammons. We are, but like him posting like memes about us, like after we win. He has the funniest memes. Don't know how he gets them, but we're going to figure out. And just like all our fans just posting about us every day, like sometimes I'll read the tweets after the game, like all of them saying good stuff about us. It was just very fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Now you got to the Sweet 16. That was the first time since 2018, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of history was made. It was the first time making the tournament in like a couple of years. First time winning a game since 2018.
Yeah.
Going to Sweet 16. Did you understand? I'm sure you knew like the history that was being made through your tournament run.
Yeah. So I realized that I would say I would really say the history part hit me right after we beat Arizona. And, like, when I got back to the hotel and I was in the hotel room with RJ, I'm like, wait, we haven't been to the Elite Eight since, like, 40 years. I'm like, wait, this is crazy. Because, like, I was just excited that we won, got celebrated with my boys, family was there. And then, like, the history part really hit me when I got back to the room. And I was just like, wow, like, we're really part of this team. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. And in Arizona, that game was big time, right? It was a battle of just two great teams, but Arizona they had dudes, man.
Oh yeah, Ballo, Love, Larson.
They had Bradley.
Yeah,
right?
Bradley. Boswell, Johnson. Yeah, they were a good team, good coaching too over there. Yeah.
Yeah, was that when you got to that? So you had a couple of days to prepare for it, right?
Yes, we did.
They had that long break. Flew out to LA for all that.
Yes.
What was that experience like going to play Zona and this hyped up matchup in Los Angeles? Sweet 16, you get all the eyes on you now, right? Standalone game.
Yeah, so I don't know if you know, but right after we beat Baylor, we got back here at like 3 a.m. and then we had to leave literally in like 9 hours.
You came to Clemson.
Yeah, I remember I came to Clemson. I got back around 3 or 4 and then didn't go to sleep till about like 6 or 7. I had to wake up for a meeting at 10 and then hop on a flight, and then we had a little lift and then hop on a flight and go to LA because of the jet lag and all that stuff. So then that was just exciting right there, like just knowing we still playing and we about to go to LA in like a couple hours. And then that flight was fun, and then just getting there and just being there was just fun. And then heading up to the game, practice was about business, but just going into the game, I'm like, man, like this is the game we can really like make history and like still be one of the teams dancing.
And you were a big part of it. You had 8 points, couple big threes, crucial threes
off the bench. Yeah.
When you made those, were you just zoned in the whole game? Or was that like, I made that? Like,
no, I would say I was zoned in the whole game. During shoot around, like I'm very locked in when I shoot because I know by game time comes I need to hit those big threes. I would say a good game off the bench. Me and RJ did contribute a lot off the bench, and then the starters, of course. Mm-hmm. So I'm just glad we won that game.
Yeah, you guys both came up huge in that game and in the tournament run. Mm. Arizona, Clemson got off to a hot start, right? Yeah. Arizona climbed their way back into it.
They're going to have their runs.
Captured a lead for the first time in the second half.
Yeah.
What was and Clemson wasn't hitting the threes at that point in time, right? Obviously, throughout the game, you killed them from behind the arc. But was there like something that switched in your head where it's like, okay, we got to get back to it. We can't let them get going. Can't get too hot.
I think it's just a game of runs with basketball. We knew once we had our run, they were going to eventually have their run because that's how basketball works. And we knew we just had to have composure within ourselves. Don't let them in the crowd get us rowdied up because, that's when the turnovers happen and all that. So I would say our composure was very low. Didn't make a lot of turnovers when they had their run.
What was the crowd like though? Was it split? Like how was the excitement? Because Arizona's right next to, it's closer Cali than Clemson is. But whenever there's a lower seed, everyone cheers for the lower seed.
Yeah, no, it was. So I would say there was a lot of Arizona fans in there, of course, behind their bench, friends and family, but like also all around the arena, it was a lot of them. It was a lot just because they were closer in LA. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah. So was it more you're deflating the noise when you're taking the lead coming back, or was it just constant just screaming back and forth?
No, it was. I would say at first it was a lot of like our fans, their fans, but then towards the end it was like just back and forth, their fans, our fans, all that. And it was loud in there. We was playing in Crypto where the Lakers played.
Yeah. That's crazy. That must have been surreal.
Yeah, it was a very good arena. But it was top 5 loudest places by college fans.
Yeah, I can imagine. Man, playing Crypto. Yeah, the house that LeBron built. I'm joking. I'm joking.
The statues and everything were crazy.
Yeah, they were crazy. That must be because there's Kobe played there. Shaq, everyone played in that.
Did you know the Lakers got a banner for the in-season tournament?
Why'd they do that?
I promise.
Why'd they do that?
I remember I was looking up at like Elgin Baylor and all them banners, and I seen it on the left, and I'm like, why do they have a banner?
Why are they doing that?
I don't know, but
I'm a LeBron fan. Right. He's my go. Wherever he goes, I kind of follow.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
But in-season tournament banner.
In-season tournament. Come on. I don't think you need that
Come on. I'm just having to do a ceremony, bro.
True.
If they did a ceremony.
The ceremony would have been crazy.
Opening night. Opening night. Hanging the banner.
In-season tournament.
I would have hated that. I would have hated. I don't even understand the in-season tournament.
I don't either. I don't understand why they do it. But
there's no reward. They get paid. Everyone's getting paid.
I
don't know. It's
just money.
But that is cool. Like, you're playing on the same court that all these legends played on.
Yeah, and the Clippers played there too. So it was
crazy. Yeah, and the Clippers. Yeah,
it was crazy. Was
that ever going through your mind? Like warm-ups? Did that ever hit you? Because for me, I feel like you gotta think every single great player ever was on that court.
We were in the it most definitely hit me when I saw the banners, and I'm like, man, like some legends have played here. Mm-hmm. And then we were in the Clippers locker room. Yeah, so then like I think I was sitting in like Mason Plumlee's seat, and my boy was sitting in like Kawhi Leonard's seat. Locker room was nice as all get out. It was so nice.
Were you guys fighting over spots? Like what player you gonna?
Oh no! They already.
I want Plumlee.
I wouldn't say that.
Give me Plumlee right now.
But they just gave us our seats by number. I'm pretty sure it was. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Speaking about numbers, you switched to 7, divided it by 3. So what led to that?
The only reason why I did it was because honestly, I didn't want 21 anymore. Then I just wanted a single digit number. And my birthday's on the 7th of February.
Okay.
So that's kind of why I also did it.
Okay. Because 21 was high school, right?
No, I actually never wore 21.
Okay.
I always wore 30 because my dad wore 30.
Wait, were you 30 freshman year?
I was 21.
You were always 21.
Yeah, I was 21 freshman, sophomore year. But in high school, I was 30 freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and then I switched to 3 my senior year.
Okay. So you're not loyal to your numbers.
30? I mean,
to any numbers. 33, 21, 7. What's next? 99?
Nah, 99's crazy. 99's crazy. I would never wear 99.
No.
I'm going to keep 7. If I have to change a number, then I will most likely go back to 30 or 3, if anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a great run, though. When Clemson came back from the tournament, did you feel the love from the fans, or just from the students, or just everybody? Yeah,
it was crazy. It was so Los Alabama got back, I think around like 6 or 7 evening. Had some fans waiting for us outside. Big group of fans. I'm like, man, this is all love. And then go to class the next day. The class gives me, RJ and Dylan, an ovation. just start clapping for us in class. Our teachers start clapping for us. They're like, oh, yeah, we were watching you guys. Like, thank you so much. Y'all don't know what y'all did for Clemson. Like, it was a great run. Y'all played well. Like, every day just getting the love from fans. Like, it was – I told my dad, I'm like, man, Dad, like, everybody loves us now on campus ever since we made it to the Elite Eight. Yeah.
That must have been a great feeling.
Oh, no, it was. Most definitely. Yeah. We still get it now, but, like, it's always love with these fans.
Yeah, Clemson has a great fan base. Great people here.
Yes.
So we got one more minute. I'm going to ask you one more question, and then I'll let you go because I don't want you to miss your stuff.
Got you.
But right now, this team, a lot of new parts to it, right? As I mentioned, 4 new transfers, 3 new commits coming in, right? What's the dynamic like? How have you been able to work with them and just also get that chemistry? Because Christian said you guys are going out to get dinner, lunch, just hanging out all the time.
Yeah.
But how have you been able to develop that new relationship with everybody?
Yeah, I would say ever since I got here, like, when we bring in new people, it's all about what we do off the court and how we get along well off the court. Because we know, like, what am I trying to say? Like, we just know we trust each other off the court, so I know that's going to resemble on the court too. And we just do a lot of stuff like away from basketball, and we try to be brothers because we know that's going to translate on the court. And then on the court, you know, Christian, he comes to me with questions sometimes. I'm like, yeah, just do this. You know, he got it, and it's just all about trust at the end of the day because we know our chemistry is still growing. But our chemistry will stay high. Definitely.
And my last question for you is, what's your goal like this offseason and entering next year for yourself and also for the team? Like, is it just get better every day or?
For myself, it would be get stronger, get better every day, and just to do whatever your team needs you to do at the end of the day. And then for a team goal, of course, we need to win ACC. But we need to take one game at a time.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's Chauncey Wiggins, Clemson men's basketball team. Appreciate you joining the show, dude.
No problem. Thank you, man.